Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We're on fields of Winnekendonk. Today spawning in the north, we have UncleClappy with Soviets, who has guard motor, mechanized support and defensive, teaming up with him FutureNP with US forces, immediately going for Recon support. Opposing them, we have FinallySomeRest with OKW, who has Firestorm, Ground Offensive and Elite Armored. And finally, Google Translate tells me this is Widowed Without Disease. What a name. With Ostheer, German Mechanized. This is another old match from February. So, not sure about the ranks entirely. These guys, I think, still have a ranking around 100 currently. Ranged allies. FinallySomeRest, last known rank around 120, I think, with OKW2s. And this guy's also playing, I think, at the moment, also maybe around 120 with VMAC 2 random 2s. Now we'll see how things go. The two Grenadiers rolling into the middle. Rifle, Pathfinder rifle for FutureNP, so not boatloads of Pathfinders. Kerbal just chipping away over here. Looks like it's targeting the one model that was in heavy cover. Could open up and do a bit more damage now. Conscript's forced away, just getting massively outnumbered. A little bit surprised the Pies don't stick around for some sandbags up on this. Stern Pies out on the far edge. Got some tank traps up on the fuel. Riflemen coming in from the other side, but they're also quite outnumbered. And it's only getting worse for them. But they've got some light cover. They're doing well at the moment. Seems like the Pathfinder crits lining up well. Knocking down models quite quickly, but now the riflemen are going down. But here come the conscripts. It's an all-out brawl in the center of the map. Slight reposition to light cover attempted by Widowed. Doesn't really work out too well for him. Especially with the Pyres. I don't think I would have bothered. I don't do very well there. The range he's trying to fire them with. Just staying on top of a unit would have been better. Yeah, 4 Grenadier start. No machine gun.
We are losing a sector.
And 3 folks with the Kerbal into tech now for FinallySomeRest. 3 conscripts, 2 combat engineers, and a relatively early grenade tech to counter this Kerbal. I think a mine potentially in its retreat path, though I don't think it would path exactly through there unless it's coming this way, since that tree's there. I guess we'll find out, maybe. Saw the flamethrower coming in, so decided to backpedal a little bit. We do have some reinforcements coming up. Kerbal backs out this direction. Stern Pies waiting. Gonna go for a big ambush. Could get the re-echelon here before the reinforcements arrive. Can come around the corner into vision. Not too long before the rest of the troops arrive, and that's an early retreat. Playing it safe. I think probably could have forced the re-echelon to retreat, but decided against it. Incendiary grenade out. Doing some damage. Oh, rifle nades. Well dodged by Clappy. Cheeky one through the tree line. Okay, big old Volksgrenadier blob doing some work here. We've got the captain out, and it's going to be an anti-air half-track for Future following this up. Going for like a straight Greyhound Storm. This is a nasty firing line actually from Future. He's got his whole army here, with the exception of the rear echelon. But he does not finish the job on that Volksgrenadier. That is a big mistake. Should get one of these. We've got some smoke coming out from FinallySomeRest though. I imagine this Volksgrenadier is still going to go down. And gun, and there it goes. There's one advantage the Pathfinders have. From memory, they don't have such a massive accuracy penalty when firing on the move, like the Jaeger Lights with their scoped G43. So they are Pathfinders reasonably effective in the run and gun scenarios.
Standing by for air assault missions. A capture point is being overrun.
Yeah, okay, this is not looking good for the Kubel here. Echelon looking for the kill. Kubel comes in for a bit of a push. Stempire's a little bit slow getting into the action. He's pushing them. He's really focusing all his micro on the push. Stempire's coming around the corner. Now trying to back away with the Kubel. I think he needed to stay on the push. Oh, but he got really lucky bouncing those shots. Kubel's going to survive. Good merging in, but here comes the 222 a little bit on the late side. Black half-track rolling up at a reasonable timing. Anti-air half-track rolling down for the Kubel, which is trying to make its way home down the road. It's a nice little speed boost there, way too fast. The anti-air half-track. Back half-track now coming in. This could be trouble. He's chasing in really deep with it. Volksgrenadiers maybe could intercept with the Faust. FinallySomeRest does have enough munis for it. And the flak's going to set up here. Half-track trying to get away now. Volksgrenadiers are coming for the intercept, and this is greedy, trying to set up and fire a bit more as the flak advances. This could be his undoing. The 222's coming in here as well. Ooh, I think he's going to get away with it. The Volksgrenadier is just a little bit too slow. Didn't quite get in Fausting range. 222, you got to be careful because you will get minced by the anti-half-track real fast. Oh, and he gets behind the shrubbery, surviving there. Maybe FutureNP could have gone for an attack round, but he's just happy to survive, I think. Both players are just happy to keep their light vehicles alive, it seems like. Recon into machine gun for FinallySomeRest. Did go for grand offensive, but didn't go for any Fusiliers, which is a little bit unusual. Tier 3 is up for Clappy. Could go for the T70 now. There he goes. Pretty good on the timing. We have a smoke / recon run coming there for FinallySomeRest. He does already have everything fully upgraded, so he's got some news to work with in that department. And Tripwire getting triggered by the mortar strike there.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Got the AT gun out for Widowed as well. Got some unusual bulletins. LEFH Veterancy Bulletin. Mortar accuracy. I think this bulletin does work. It used to actually be on accuracy back in the old days. But I'm pretty sure it got changed to scatter. Still don't think it's worth using though.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Back half-track trying to stand its ground. We've got some bars on this infantry now for FutureNP. We've got the AT gun coming up. He tries to come in from the side with the Faust. Doesn't quite work out. And now if he retreats around this way, which I think he will, he could be in trouble of getting wiped. Bit of suppression though might be keeping him alive. Kitten does force away the anti-half-track. That was a close call though for FinallySomeRest. Back half-track advancing, getting some suppression cooking. And suppression is working very well. Kitten pushing all the way in. bar on the Pathfinders as well. These ones do better, well, do drop the bars less often. Oh wow, he's going for a Greyhound a little bit later on the timing. Does mean he's invested a lot into this stage, you know, with ambulance, bars, 2 light vehicles now. You would expect him to try and have some very strong results, and just fired the Shrek trying to kill off some sandbags or something. So not able to instantly return fire on the Greyhound. The anti-air half-track coming in, suppressing as well. And the AT finds a little window to do some damage. FinallySomeRest with some smoke into the retreat again, but this is not going to stop the Greyhound going in for the wipe. And the Shrek is dropped as well with the re-echelon in nearby. They could actually come and grab this. What a move there from Future. It was a bit greedy trying to keep this up here with, you know, not that much support really. One Shrek squad, which was already low. He paid the ultimate price. No mines down either. So it could have been quite troubling for the Greyhound. So second Recon now for FinallySomeRest. I think that's definitely the right choice when you're up against double light vehicles such as this. Meanwhile on the other side, TC only 2 kills so far. Again, just lots of LNG green blobs from Widows.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Seem to be playing very wide. Lighting up. One shot through. Greyhound playing evasively. Dodges that rifle there decently. Dropped a PTRS. Uh-oh, Kuba could go down pretty fast. There's a lot of bar firepower. It's Vet finally. Got the MG inside the building here, but sets up the wrong direction. Now has to retreat. He's dropping down smoke to cover the retreat again as well. Double Raketin's trying to line up here, but there's just too much firepower from Future. He needs to retreat. Just getting completely overwhelmed after that flak half track loss down there. And it's up to Widow to make a break for the center. Pushed all the way into his base here. No repairs for the Kubel either. He's gone for Obers. Somewhat forwards flak base. But coming out the other side, not onto his side. And these Raketins just getting smoked. What is he doing? They're not even set up ready to fire. Well, there they go. Managed to get 2 shots off anyway. A lot of manpower spare for Future. Not got the major yet. So he doesn't have the fuel together. Could be an idea to maybe go for a fuel cache with the re-echelon. Seems like the allies are maybe a little bit behind in fuel somehow. Well, they did go for double light vehicles, but feels like maybe the Axis could actually get their mediums out first, which would be huge. Good Raketin positioning here. Yeah, half track getting out of there nice and quickly. A little bit of an attack round there, hoping. Oh, and speaking of medium tanks coming out first, we got the command tank actually. Okay. Well, I mean, this is the kind of timing where it can be okay. Coming out quite early. Only up against one anti-tank gun the other way. The allied mediums are maybe going to be a little bit delayed since the allies still don't have their final stage of tech help either of them yet.
Forces are capturing our supplies.
Looks like he took some damage though, out for repairs. Going to try drive into the fuel point for that to happen. And here comes a big rotation. FutureNP maybe feeling boxed out by the double Recons on his side of the map, looking for an opportunity on the other side. The pack is there though. Connects once. Bit of a traffic jam. More to decruise. Could maybe steal that now. AT gun connecting, but that's under the firing line of the LMG Grenadiers. Dropping down quite rapidly. And coming in from the other side now, FinallySomeRest misses his shot. Was that the kill shot on the anti half-track? Greyhound getting away. Bit of resist barrage on the green blob. The first shell did alright. Other one's not so good. Did not steal away this mortar. And now that AT gun's going to get killed off. I do think if I was widowed, I'd probably pick that up. Hard to go wrong with double AT guns in this game. But alright, especially if you got a relatively weak medium tank against other mediums. Can't really fight back. Double AT guns quite important, but alright. Could potentially go for the howitzer now if that's what he was planning, given his bulletins. I would expect it. Cougar in detection mode. Close to the front line. Rebuild on the stern piles.
Task complete. Grenadiers back to full strength. We are back to combat strength.
But yeah, it does feel like the Allies are behind on fuel. Still, they're nowhere near, like, maybe a regular T-34 coming out, but this would be, 3 minutes after the command tank's already on the field. Future still with a huge float of manpower. Still think he should be investing that into a cache or two. But maybe he feels like he needs the sweepers. Here they come, the rear echelon. People backing out. Incendiary rounds activated on the MG34. Fast suppression there. 2 squads retreating, the captain able to crawl away. Oh, AT gun in some major trouble down here. Gets decruised. Smoke shell out, gonna try recover it. Looks out alright. Molotov coming in, but the pack's already out of there. Keep connecting. All the riflemen have double bars. Seems like they're losing harder than I would expect at this stage. Pack's rotated across to the T-70. This could be the end. A little bit of slow dodge. Oh, no attack round. Gets away with it. And yes, indeed, it's the Howie. Put behind. Okay, does some damage to his own units there. Doesn't look like it really hit too much on the Axis side. There's a bit of breathing room though. Here comes the T-34. Just a regular 76 though for UncleClappy. The pack's rolling back here. We do have a couple Fausting squads nearby. And in fact, he did pick up the PTRS with his Grenadier also. Throws out a grenade with the Obus. There's a pretty good chance of pinning. I think they have 35 pin from what I remember, the bundle grenade. Greyhound's 40 armor. Decent shout.
Step off is coming.
Okay, Howie back here. Doesn't look like he's going to hit anything. And a regular Panzer IV to follow that up by Widowed. If he had the second AT gun, you know, he probably could have been bullying this T-34, but at the moment it's been giving him the runaround. And it seems like the Allies are, you know, kind of pushing their way back onto the map. But FinallySomeRest has been stalling for the Tiger, just needs the command points for that now. That will be his big power spike back into the match. Doing pretty well with the double AT guns though. Oh, it's actually a Scott from Future first. Okay. Maybe looking to exploit the double Recetons and the Tiger stall. Ooh! It's off to a very strong start there. Reketon shoots at the Scott though. Gonna back away a little bit. Getting got an advance from this side. Pressure on the Reketon though. Throws out the smoke to try and help with the Reketon's escape. Shrek trying to weasel its way in there. For the kill shot, can't quite get it. If the Shrek had connected, would have been the kill shot. Uh-oh, P4 command tank gets abandoned. Oh boy, and he bounces the finishing shot after that. But it looks like the Panzer IV lost vision and has not gone around the corner. T-34 misses the next shot. Finally gets the job done now. Coming in here with the P4, the Zis is there. Decent direction, but it looks like the T-34 is going to go down in response. We got second Zis out the back though, I didn't see that. There goes the T-34. Gonna try to drive back through the danger. Why did he do that? He just drove around this way, he was fine. He drove back through the arc of the double Zis and he lost his Panzer IV. That was some very poor decision making from Widowed. Meanwhile, Reketon abandoned down here. And stolen actually by Future. Don't know if he needed it, he's already got double anti-tank guns, but he's got it. Now it's going to be triple. I suppose that means he can probably just go for another Scott now. Doesn't need to worry about going for a Jackson. Triple anti-tank guns. And here comes the Tiger. Pack went on to Tiger weak point. Doesn't find an opportunity to fire though. Pretty close on the victory points at this stage. Good bit of a tug of war going. Not doing too well there. Feel like if the Tiger got a good hit, I was maybe could have got in there with a chance for a wipe, but no dice. Okay, rebuilds. Oh no, it's going to be a T-34-85 for Clappy. Two kills for the Howie so far, and very slow start for it. Does have, you know, double Zis to fire at, so he's got a decent target. Doesn't seem to have been targeting it too much so far.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
It seems like a bit more of the action starting to move towards the center. So maybe more opportunities will start to line up now. He's got the sweeper out, but he's going to run past this mine and not sweep it. Maybe he can attack round it with the 222. Quite a few mines actually. Double packs lining up here. T70's going to survive. Pioneer getting out of there. Uh-oh. T70 did not continue backing away. Grenadier's on the road though. Here comes a Zis barrage on the double AT guns. The T-34 coming in for a bit of a flank. It's one shot on the way in. We do have some Grenadiers back there for a potential Faust. Pack lining up. Trying to get the kill on this pack, but it refuses to go down. Now he's going to back through its arc. Oh, the pack missed the kill shot on the T-70. Sad there for Widowed. Only 2 kills on the Tiger so far. After a bit of a slow start. Does have to contend with these triple anti-tank guns from Future, who still has a crazy amount of float. It's very surprised we haven't seen either a fuel or a munitions cache. It has enough now to build the Jackson, and it's the only thing that makes sense why he wouldn't have purchased any other unit at this stage. Greyhound is a very good vision tool. See the amount of sight it's providing through the center.
What the hell am I meant to do with these recruits? Green is
So he's that Vet 3 and he's actually so close to it. It's about to get even better. So it would be nice for him to try to keep that alive. There it goes. Okay, he's getting some bazookas going. The Jackson is in production. A half-track rolling down here. Suppressing the IR-STG overs. The Tiger just hiding back here though. Bit of smoke out from the overs into a grenade. Good dodge though. Actually, he's got a bazooka on that re-echelon as well. They're well equipped. Plenty of anti-tank for Future. Rebuild on the command tank, really? I think that's a very bad idea. And that could open the door for some big moves from UncleClappy. Double packs are right here in the center, so it's a bad start for the T-3485. Torched with a target weak point as well. Moment, Clappy does not really have any indirect fire. Imagine it's going to be a Katyusha from him next to try and punish these blobs and these team weapons from Widowed. That's where the command tank can help. No, he's going to go for another T-34, just a 76. That's interesting. Probably would have favoured indirect fire at this stage. Command tank can, you know, soften the blow from that artillery, of course. Receive damage aura. Got the sweepers out here again. Or could be a cheeky rifle made across here. That would be a good one. Plenty of munis, so he should just be letting them rip. Grenades. Oh, it's from this grenadier. Okay, T-34 coming in. In fact, he's going in for a bit of a move. Hoping to catch the packs out of position. There's the second pack. Let's take another hit. Big pressure. The AT gun's getting low. Oh, the second pack was... Why is it there? Right, vehicle on the Panzer IV, FinallySomeRest. Tiger, though, playing quite defensively. Doesn't take any damage from the Jackson yet. Oh, that could be a nice pickup for the overs. Drop bar. FinallySomeRest actually investing into a late infantry support gun. That's interesting. He wants to smoke. I think if you know you're looking for damage from it, you're probably better off going for a side tech. In fact, he's already got the Mechanized out and going for a walking Stuka. Might just about be able to squeeze it in. Okay, gets a snare off on the Jackson. Panzer IV does not want to go any further down that road though. Could even be a time for Future to start getting some fighting positions down, like maybe in this corner guarding the VP. He's got munis for days and manpower for days. It's a good time to consider the fighting positions. Set the bar immediately. Back at base. Guns coming forwards, but the Panzer IV drives past them. Jackson's still getting repaired. Now backing away. Feels like this Tiger really has not had an opportunity to open up. And very, very conservatively with it. And once you're draining from the Allies though at this stage. Decent lead for the Axis. And the double AT guns get caught out by the double overs. They drop models very quickly. And here we go, Panzer IV speeding through. He knows that 2 of the AT guns are occupied. So he's got a bit of a green light to do some damage. And the overs storming through. The Panzer IV pops the blitz. Probably going to go down to the Jackson here. Oh no! Out of control shot! Oh, maybe that should have survived there. And the Recon goes down as well. Don't know where. Finally some... Yeah, okay. Pushing through. Future. Got slaughtered. Tries to go for a cheeky salvage on the Recon. Unsuccessful though. Great move there. Caught the AT guns a little bit out of position, and the Obers just shredded them. Did lose one of his Obers though in that move. The LMG over, but I'd say that was probably worth it. Especially if he can kill off the other AT gun that's over here decrewed. It would be big. Or he could steal it if he wants it. Oh, he's going to kill it off. Hit one on the T-34. I did not see it, but it looks like the T-34 from Clappy died, right? No, he cancelled it. And he went for the Katyusha. 5 kills. I was going to say, I hope I didn't miss that, but I could have during the action on the right-hand side. Double packs lining up the big damage there. They got the Vet 2, they got that reload bonus. Got to be fast on the reactions. On the Jackson, of course, Future had so much manpower to work with, even though he got absolutely smashed. No trouble rebuilding after that fight. Keep them forced away, so nothing really to stop the Jackson from picking away at range. Rebuild on the overs for FinallySomeRest. A real tug of war over this area at the moment over here. Got a command mid bunker back here though from Widowed. I think that's a pretty good idea actually. Uh-oh, Tiger, what's that doing? Took a main gun crit. That's the green light now for the Jackson to go in for the kill. He's trying to back away to the side. Of course, the Greyhound providing crazy vision at the moment for the Jackson, but the Jackson didn't quite chase far enough. Now the Shrek's there, but the Shrek retreating. And the Greyhound just providing so much vision. That's what I was talking about. This Greyhound's got crazy sight now at Vet 3. Allowing easy pick-off at range from the Jackson. Yeah, that was not the best from FinallySomeRest. Hanging around with the Tiger close to the front lines when it had no support. No Recon support. Which is why I thought maybe he should have picked up the AT gun, double AT guns to help fight back against the Jackson. But it's alright. Build on the Panzer IV is going to be the answer. This guy's Recon over here. This could be a real firing line against this T-3485. But this pack coming around this side of the tree line, so they don't get a chance to double volley. And here comes the Katyusha potentially. A lot of team weapons back here. Ready to fire. Looks like he kind of tried to go for like a midpoint. Trying to maybe get the machine gun and the AT guns. Okay, not incredible. Command tank trying to drive forwards for the kill on the Katyusha, but of course it needs 2 shots for that to work. Lucky to escape alive, I'd say. An attack round there from Clappy. Sneaking his way forwards with this pack with no support. And it's an ambitious move. He's got the spotting scopes on the command tank. He's just triggering some mines. Uh-oh. MG34 decrewed up here by the AA half-track, it looks like. Where's the Recon at? It's coming up now. Can't really sustain this kind of position if you don't have any anti-tank. Here it comes now, though. It's going to line up on the Greyhound. Should have seen this coming, though. It's a little bit slow backing away. There's a 4 rolling in. Killing that Greyhound will be a big deal. As I said, the vision from it is very important. Smoke out. Oh boy, and he kind of did a bit of a circle with the Greyhound, but so fast. Panzer IV's not going to be able to chase it down. Jackson's already long gone. Sparage doesn't decrew the MG, and now we've got some Howie fire out the back. Nearly killed the T-34. Combat engineers lucky to survive themselves. That was a big hit he's been waiting for. 10 kills now on that, close to Vet 2. He's evacuated this entire area. A lot of scatter on that Howie at this range. But yeah, that mid bunker working nicely. MG didn't have to retreat. Didn't have far to go. And look at that, this actually got decrewed. I think that was Vet 2 as well, so it was a nice decrew. Now we finally starting to pay off. Oh my god, this is a really long game. I didn't notice how long this game was. Obviously you've seen the length. I just noticed that we're 40 minutes in and we're about halfway. Oh god. Didn't know what I was getting myself in for yet. Okay, bombs coming down, but it looks like it's going to hit his own units. Oh no, the smoke was just way off to the side. Maybe it was the Major's artillery. No, maybe it was the Pathfinder's artillery. So, putting a halt to this advance. The Kugel finally going to go down. Had a good run. Volkswagen is also falling though. That was an avoidable loss. Re-echelon looked like they're going to fall. So, you know, 40 minutes in, we're starting to get a couple of those fatigue losses setting in, it looks like. One tank wants to go for the Katyusha again. Signs against it. Greyhound circling the packs, looking for the decrew here. A bit of smoke out from FinallySomeRest, trying to dodge away. He does not have any anti-tank support coming in, but the command tank's coming in. It's enough to force away the Greyhound, but it misses its first shot. Double packs only get one shot on. Two Jacksons. Packs lighting up. Smoke wearing off. I think that was an attack round though. Yeah. If he was fast on the cancel, switching away from attack rounds to regular shots, I'm pretty sure that V2 Jackson would have died there. Future really needs to rebuild with that 2k manpower he's got. Only very small at the moment. Building another Scott. 222 shooting down the Recon section of the marked vehicle. Packs want to try set up here. I don't think that's a good idea. They should probably come over to the mid bunker. Looks like he's realized his mistake.
Our bunker can now accommodate an MG-42.
Rebuild on the re-echelon from Future, so he's worried about the mines. It's interesting. 2 with the spotting scopes. It's up to V2 as well, so now the Allies have to contend with massive vision from the Axis through the centre of the map. At this point it's kind of been the other way around. The Pathfinders and the Greyhound providing that vision to the Allies. Machine gun trading hands here. Bunker quickly killed off. Oh, Pack missed and no Faust. Howie out the back.
Well done. We have forced the enemy down to 200 points.
Oh, double kittens from the side. Oh, Jackson surviving. The Scots barraging. Pathfinder's dead now, so T-34 quickly killed off these double packs. So lethal now, Vet 3. Katyusha just hasn't quite been getting the job done. Greyhound dead now as well, so Future is suffering so many losses in a short period of time. And the Howie actually knocking out the Zis for good. Going for a second Katyusha now. I think that's warranted up against Widowed. Oh. Late retreat. Seems like fatigue sitting in for almost every player. A lot of easily avoidable losses here, but we are at the pointy end of things. Well, usually we are. So a lot of EPs and a lot of time left in this one. ECU-85 in the build. Panther now. He's ticked up all the way. He's gone for the Panther, of course, putting down the tier 4 as well. Going to reduce his reinforce costs. So just give him some other benefits as well.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Decap in the centre though from the Allies. Double patch rolling up. She's ready to go. 270, not on recon mode, probably should be through the centre of the map here, helping line up some of these Katyusha barrages. With the extra vision, could be very helpful against these packs. Double Jackson's coming in. Oh boy, the Rakitans there as well though. Oh, there goes the Panzer IV. The repair's a little bit slow from FinallySomeRest. Oh, one of the packs actually fully destroyed. Good Katyusha barrage there. Bit 2 on the Katyusha now as well. 21 kills on the Howie. Gonna kill off Back. Okay, good advance from the infantry. Panzer IV and Panther maybe looking to get something going here. Scott takes one shot, but the Panther did not chase. I think there was an opportunity to kill off one of the Scots. There's a lot of pressure on Widowed at the moment. Ready 5 advancing here. Pack misses its first shot. Backing away for healing now, it looks like. Axis holding on through the center.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Hold on, did the second Katyusha die? No, he didn't cancel it. It might have gone down to the Howie. Double Jackson, double Scott's advancing. He's got 2 paratroopers now. Of course, that means he's probably got 2 pack Howies decrued somewhere out the back. Through most of his munis now. Good blitz away from FinallySomeRest. Panther misses its first shot. Good bit of Recon work there. Good Katyusha. Mortar goes down. T-70 just off to the side of the pack. Command tanks mobilizing, but the Panther's coming back as well. T-85 actually quite low. 222 providing vision for the pack through the center. And no this anymore for Clappy. Oh boy, the double Scots knock out one of the Raketans. Comes the Green Blob now as well. No machine gun yet on this Panther. Any munis for it though. Doesn't have to worry about any AT planes that he needs to not shoot at and reveal himself in the fog. It's not that, it's not airborne, it's recon support. Providing Pathfinders and the paratroopers. Get 2, nearly get 3 on the infantry support gun. It's done okay. Jackson's looking to come in here, the rear echelon. Oof, picked off there right at the edge. Joel Jackson's probing for a weakness, probing for an opportunity. If he was a bit slower backing away with that P4, could have been a kill. He does actually end up going for Muni Cash now, Future. Clappy himself now with over 1,000 manpower in the bank could consider putting cash down. He doesn't have as much to spend his munis on, but, you know, vehicle crew repairs. Start to spam that, as well as the marked vehicle. I think that's the creeping barrage from the Katyusha as well. And that's a quick decrew on the MG42. X coming in here, but where is this Werfer going? T-70 on recon mode, about to go down to the pack though. Oh yes, picks it off at max range. Again, I think that was the vision from the 222, providing sight all the way back there. Allowing that pack to get the final shot through. Maybe it was the command tank, hard to say. Major dead over here though. Close call on the Werfer. Smoke out for FinallySomeRest, helping with that escape. There's a 4 could come in for some cheeky attack rounds in the smoke. In fact, he's dropped down the cluster bombs. He's gonna do some damage to his own squads with them. Oh my! Oh, that was not good. They seem to have a high friendly fire multiplier, those cluster bombs. Ouch.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Oh, I'm glad I caught that one on camera. Oh boy, what a shot from that Howie. That's the game changer. Needs to pop those vehicle crew repairs in fast. Could even get swarmed by the Panther. Oh, is this the end of the hero? The 222 goes down. Wasn't Vet 3 yet. Didn't have that extra health. It's a big vision tool now denied to the Axis. It's good news. Didn't actually notice, but a rebuild on the Pathfinders. Here comes the Katyusha again. Decrease the pack. I think he's going for the creeping barrage once more. MG decrewed as well. Big losses for Widowed. Ooh, Pathfinders go down. There was an ISG combining up with the Werfer there. So we've got 50 for Future, but he's got plenty to rebuild with. Overall, I'd say pretty similar army sizes at this stage. Once everything's rebuilt. Neither team with much of an advantage. Second Panther now going to be the option. Going to try to squeeze that into his army. Going to be maybe hurting for repairs though, with only one Pioneer for 3 tanks. Does have the emergency repairs though. And his commander that can help him out a bit, and he's got the munis to spam it, so see how it shakes out. Put down some sandbags, but interrupted by the Scots. There we go. That's his army now. Double Panthers. And, oh. Did he donate a Scot to his teammate? Interesting. It's going to be a Sherman from Future. Double Jackson's rounding the corner for the P4. AT guns face the wrong direction, but the double Shreks are there. Gives up the chase. Probably could have gone for the kill there safely, but can't argue with playing safe. So that will pretty much round out Future's army once he gets this Sherman. A focus side action there from the SU-85. Okay, rebuild on the Tiger for FinallySomeRest. Got to contend with these double Jacksons. One of them up to Vet 3 now as well.
We're down to 75 goddamn points.
Night vehicle on the Tiger. Here come the double Panthers, so it's a 2-on-1. Uh-oh, and Future is not ready for this. Big move from the double Panthers. Lose one Panther here. He spread the damage amongst the double Jacksons in the worst possible way. Blitzing on the Panther, misses the kill shot on the Jackson, still ticking. He's still going with the Panther, but he's going after the Scots now. Jackson able to pick away from range. The Tiger took an engine crit, trying to limp away to safety. SU-85 is now rotated. What a mess. What a mess that engagement was. Panzer IV coming in though for FinallySomeRest. Oh, that's not enough to kill. Maybe he took a Shrek shot and wasn't quite gonna get the job done there. Oh boy, it looked so good to start off, but the way that he was splitting the damage between the two Jacksons with the Panthers was just so bad. Couldn't have gone much worse. At least the Tiger is still alive, but maybe not for long. Could pick up another piece of handheld anti-tank here. The SU-85 Sherman, they're going hunting. But they are about to go down themselves. Drops the cluster bombs. Tiger trying to get away. Dodging forwards of the cluster bombs. With the Shrek. Recon is there, but doesn't quite have the angle. Suppressed by the machine gun. So he's got a bar on that stern pilot. Got the Scots raining down on the Recons. They're escaping. So is the Tiger though. Looks okay. T-3045 trading with the command tank. No packs nearby to back this up. Let's have a fresh Panther rolling out, but it's not there yet. Man, yeah, that was crazy. Just so many like misses, so many things went wrong for the Axis there. That's painful. Throw a stun mate. Good last second dodge by the Paris. With the double Scots coming up. Can't really fight this. Tiger's still limping home to safety. 38 VPs left for the Allies. But they are riding high after that engagement. Actually, they're still a little bit behind on PopCap. Hard to believe. They are quite slow rebuilding their army. They got the resources to still crank out a few more units. Cannot allow decap. In fact, if I was pink, I'd probably be trying to make a cheeky dash out to the corner for the VP with one of these units. Oh. Okay, cluster bombs predictively, hoping that they'd run into it. FinallySomeRest is paying attention. The kitten's coming up now. Tiger's still out back getting repaired up. It's like one of these stern pilots has not been microed onto it. Captain trying to hold its ground. Has left these a little bit exposed, the double Recons. They're advancing, they're marching their way in. The Scots popping off some shots. Panther's coming down this way now as well, revealed by the rifleman though. Here come the double Recons, the Jackson. Could be in some trouble here. Oh, the double Scots! What a barrage! They're so close to each other. That was nasty. Jagdpanzer from FinallySomeRest. I think that's a very, very good choice. Okay, whiff out the back. Pretty good connection actually. Nearly got the decrew on that. Allies back on the drain here. Doing their best trying to decap the center. The Tiger takes a hammering. Triple tank destroyers right there. Randy's in here jamming the cap, but the Katyusha knocks out the Pios. Command tank overstaying its welcome. Oh, the Jackson misses the kill shot. Oh no, it doesn't. The second one chases in for the follow-up. Maybe we're going to see one of these Jacksons go down though. Panther's looking for some revenge. He's ready 5 facing the complete wrong direction. Panther gets the abandon on the Jackson, but now it's overstaying its welcome. Does fire off one more shot, killing off the Jackson, but that was just probably going to get finished off by indirect fire or something. Not worth hanging around with the Jackson to kill off that abandoned tank. It is not good. And now we can see he's really down with the dumps, down to 42 pop cap on Widowed. Scots lethal. Jackson cheeky shot there on the Jagdpanzer. Decent shot there on the Jackson. So finally some rest. Having trouble finding an angle at the moment. Oh, over's deleted by the Katyusha. Couple shots coming in from the side, but infantry pressuring away the Recon. Tiger, where the attack rounds. 23 points left for the Allies. Definitely in control at the moment. Conscripts go down. Rifle nade, nicely done. 2 squads. Oh no, still the old bit. Better time out. Smoker and finally some rest. Trying to make some moves through the middle. But the tank destroyers are slightly beyond that. Oh, good shot from the Tiger though. Allows the AT gun to stay in position here. Jagdpanzer coming in as well. Double Scott so quick on the decrew. Jagdpanzer though getting a bit of traction. Vet 1 now. Tiger making some moves as well. Engine crit. Light vehicle on the Tiger. Uh-oh. Yeah, stuck around a little bit too long with that Jagdpanzer. Oh, and the pack misses the kill shot on the Jackson. Try and dodge away from the cluster bombs now. Does survive. Warfare returning fire. And the Pathfinders go down.
We just lost a unit.
Oh man, that Jagdpanzer was looking so promising. But just, yeah, tried to stay in a little bit too long. Once it got down to half health, it just needed to get out of there. Jackson swooped back in for the finishing blow. It's a creeping barrage. Doesn't really look like it hit too much though.
Unit ready.
Okay, we've got a decrewed Recon down here. Could help the Axis build their way back in. The Axis very far behind on PopCap now. After the Jagdpanzer loss. And there we go, the med bunker finally broken. Oh, here we go. Double AT guns. Oh, but they switched targeting over to the Jackson. Do not kill off that Vet 3 Scott. And here comes the Katyusha. Second Katyusha from Clappy. Double AT guns in some major trouble. And there they go. The Scott's actually the one that finishes them off. The kitten did survive though. That's Vet 4? Vet 3? Good to keep that alive. And he's actually gone for some Fusiliers. It's an interesting call. Future doesn't have like a huge infantry to amount of infantry to actually screen. So the Shreks actually could be pretty decent. Captain dead for Future now as well in the center. Is it to the howitzer maybe? Tiger's rolling up here. But the SU-85 spots him. We have a Shrek on these stern pyros. They're wading their way into the center. Be careful with the Scots around though. Another paratrooper dropped in. Just to neutralize. Warfare out the back does nothing. Cheeky attack rounds exchanged. But the Scots just applying too much pressure. He drops the Shrek as well. Grenadier's gonna recover that. Kills off the pack Howie that dropped down with that. Doesn't want that falling into Axis hands. Ooh. Close call for the Grenadiers. STG overs though. The Vet 5. It's too potent. Oh, Volkswagen just gets smashed by the tail end of that creeping barrage. McKesson creeping forwards. Oh, so with the Shreks, but they get hammered. This COH2 is taking no prisoners at the moment. All out brawl for that central VP. Good smoke from the Scott though. Recon didn't fire at all. And gets decrewed. Vet 3 Recon, maybe it was Vet 4 at that stage, going down. They're about ready to fire again. Could consider maybe some low angle action. He's got plenty of munis for it. Can be quite good for those shorter range barrages. These are VP capture wars. Comes the Jacksons though. Do survive that. Now the Jackson's looking for the Tiger. Smell the weakness. The AT guns are all decrewed. Maybe a Panther for finding some rest. I still do think he's better off with the Jagdpanzer. Maybe he just doesn't fancy his control. Really all about trying to get that Jagdpanzer to Vet 2. Giving it that health bonus, that's when it can really start to school the allied tank destroyers. Yeah, still got 165 VPs left. The Axis, I feel like he does have time to vet it up to Vet 2, but maybe he's not so confident. Sherman now for future. Once everything's recrewed, that'll pretty much be 100 pop cap for him. Squeeze in a re-echelon, something like that. How's that howitzer doing? It's been a while since I checked in on it. 51 kills. It's, yeah, definitely picked up. And it is pretty good in these VP, central VP wars. So the Sherman's gone pro for some weaknesses on their side while there's a lot of action in the center. They're taking a hammering on the frontal armor though. Oh, and it goes down, just everything pinning against the Panther. He had really bad luck there. Riffer out the back, just about decrewed the Zist. Didn't quite get it though, no Faust. Oh, here it comes now, a little bit late though. It should be the end of the T-34 though. We've got the fresh Panther for finding some rest coming up here. One Shrek might even finish the job. Jams the capture there with the secure mode. Is this decrewed? And the points are draining from the allies once again. Close range nade. Oh, the Tiger's over here, but the Sherman hiding around the corner from it. Tiger's coming back, so is the Panther. There's not going to be an escape for the Sherman. There definitely should not be an escape, but Panther could miss, I suppose. Ring around the rosy. Oh, and there goes the Tiger. Retreats the machine gun. I don't think that was strictly necessary. Allies have managed to regain the center. 16 points left though. I didn't... Yeah, that Panther going down for Widow, that was really bad. If they had the Panther right now, it would actually be a very close fight. With, you know, UncleClappy about to push back up to 100-ish pop cap. Pretty comfortable lead for the allies. Do still have a couple of decrewed team weapons back here though. Decided to go for a Stug. Which, I don't know, I don't think that's a very good idea. Oh, no. Did he build Panzergreens as well? I didn't even notice. But they're also... I suppose maybe he's going for Shreks on them. It's the only thing that would really make sense. Okay, good hit from the Howie there. And there goes the pack. I was really hoping finally some rest would recrew. He's got another Fusilier out. Maybe he's going to get some Shreks, but he doesn't have the munis for it. Tiger trying to soften up these paratroopers. Shreks, yeah, need to cut and run. Here come the Jacksons, the Stugan, the firing line. It's behind the trees though, still blocking a little bit of vision there. Ready 5 creeping forwards with focus sight mode. Sees the Werfer, misses the first shot though. Lucky break for Widowed. Gets away. Oh, the Obers do survive. Here we go. Coming in from the side. One more shot maybe on the Jackson, but he loses vision on it. Loses range. Gives up the chase. Coming back in the centre, but that Vet 3 ready 5 not mucking around. He managed to fire off a heat shell though, blocked the vision. A couple of Shrek units here, so no chase from the Jacksons. Oh, close, but the Jacksons just keep surviving. 7 vehicles destroyed on the Vet 3 Jackson. What a monster. Just the one on the other. He's got those P-Greens, but he's not going for Shreks on them. And look at that, they just die. They just die in the blink of an eye. That's 340 manpower down the drain. And the main source of damage coming your way is explosives. So, you know, why go for P-Greens? Still only got 80 health. More durable. In fact, maybe less durable since the Grenadiers can get, you know, receive damage once they eventually get high enough in vet. Tiger trying to soften up the infantry. Axis making a big move into the centre. Katyushas though, forcing them back. Ships coming in. It's just an all-out brawl for the central VP. Oh, Fusiliers go down. It seems like maybe he's making a move with the Panzergreens out to this side, but we've got a Vet 3 conscript guarding down there. Good idea from Clappy. Panther coming in from the side, but misses a crucial shot there. Now has to run away. Cowering. Managing to creep into range for a Molotov. Actually running forwards, but the Tiger runs right into all these tank destroyers. That move did not work out for the Axis really. Threw a bundle grenade there, but it looks like it got soaked by the heavy cover and now chased down by the T-34-85 looking for the wipe. Stuck's coming down, but it's too late. P-Green's already got the job done. The Jacksons in a prominent position. They're hoping to catch the Panther.
Crew, get ready.
Oh, could find the Tiger here even. It's very low, could even be one shot, but the Shreks are there. The Stug's trying to pop its Vet 1. Vehicle crew goes down. Jackson's doing a good job outmaneuvering though and staying out of range of these Shreks. Repair speed though with the mechanized truck. Good volley from the Shreks. Could the Jackson go down if both Shreks connect here? Ooh, I think he stopped to try and fire a little bit early. Oh. Gotta be careful, those double Scots start killing very, very quickly. Both are to Vet 3 now. Lethal barrages. Probing for weaknesses down this side again, but needs the Stug to support him if he's going down there. Could actually have some results. You know, for a 16 VP squeaker, he could probably do it. Just if he made a good move. Widowed. There's one lone squad of infantry and both tanks. Might be able to squeeze off those last 16 points. "71 kills on the Howie now. These COH2s have been going well. It's 37, 22. So many squad wipes from them though. I think that's been the more important thing. Quite often using those creeping barrages, which are very accurate. Okay, sandbags, he's going to dig in down this side now. He's rolling in. Triple Jacksons here though. Oh, but the Tiger misses the kill shot. It's been the story again and again for FinallySomeRest. Good blind on one of the Jacksons though. Panther goes down, but two more Jacksons teetering on the edge here. There we go. Big move. They're going to roll on through, maybe go for the Scots. Stug. Oh, finds the SU-85. Huge plays here from the Axis. They knock out the COH2 now as well. Stug trying to circle. Panzer IV finds the Scots. They're trying to get away. T-34, is that out of control? Yes, it is. The Scots are still alive though. Axis in control in the center. The conscripts though, they're back and they're capping. The Tigers there trying to smash them off the points. The Panthers trying to find these Scots. Where are they? But they get spotted by these Sturmpios. Tigers in the center, but it's getting forced away by the recruit Zis. Here comes a Werfer strike though. That's on the Zis. Decruise it. Panzer IV's in the center, but the Allies managing to get the decap off at 9 points remaining. The Howie's coming down in here as well. Engine crit on the Panzer IV. A lot of repairs required on the Axis side. Huge kills in there though by the Tiger. That thing's Vet 5 now, an absolute monster. Looks like the Panthers... Oh, he's going for the decap with the vehicle crew. Panthers doesn't really have a good answer to that. But the Sturmpios can't do anything here. They have to wait for the decapture still. What is this Panther doing? Just kill off the Scot dude. It doesn't have the machine gun upgrade. It doesn't have the munis for it. Tiger's coming back here. We've got a fresh Jackson rolling up though. This could be bad news for the Tiger, honestly. MG's trading. We've got a fresh SU-85. The Stug's still back here. So is the Panzer IV. Conscript's able to just waltz right up and throw a Molotov just before the capture goes off for the Axis. Stug coming in though. Loses vision. Tiger. Oh, the Panther finds the Jackson. Sturmpie's going out for the cap. Panther blitzing, missing. Stug should be able to trade with the SU-85 if he drives forwards, but maybe getting outranged. Pops off the blind. The Panther leaving the Tiger to go toe-to-toe with the Jackson. Oh, I didn't think there was going to be enough to get the kill on the Tiger. I thought it had enough health to survive that one extra shot. The flak base maybe going to kill off the Jackson back here though.
We just lost a medium.
Rifleman making a dash for the VP. He could steal the Scot here. All out brawl for that central VP, but it looks like the Allies with the paratroopers going to get the job done. Peagreens coming down here. They look like they died to the mine, so they can't get the cap off. 10 points left for the Axis. It looks like the Axis are going to drain out here. Sturmpios do win the fight for the corner, but there's no infantry. Okay, here we go. Sturmpios coming in now. Kills off the Panzer IV. And a Kubel coming out for FinallySomeRest. Not a bad idea for a fast cap. He's coming in here with the Sturmpios, but I think it's going to be too late. 3 points left, 2. Oh, it's not going to be enough. Oh boy, so close for the Axis. So close. GG, wow, what a match. Huge plays at the end there. I don't know how the Axis managed to come back. Just some, yeah, really good 2-on-1s. Just swarming in that move. Those kind of moves don't often work. It's special to see when they do. And yeah, just dove in there, smashed the 3 Jacksons, even with some bad RNG too. You know, a lot of misses from the Panthers and the Tiger against those Jacksons. But UncleClappy took a while to get there, and he himself was in some trouble. That Stug just came through, rolled through the center, just smashing him from the rear, it seemed like. And then they just, didn't quite have enough infantry at the tail end there to get the dub. Maybe this Panzer IV, fresh Panzer IV, should have been a squad of infantry from Widowed instead. But oh well, GG. Decent idea from FinallySomeRest trying to get a Kubel out as well. That was good idea, but just a tiny bit too slow. GG. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like, again, be cast by me. Details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.